Okay, so there's been a crazy hype on TikTok about chlorophyll. So today, we're gonna discuss the benefits of chlorophyll. Does it really detox? Does it really help your skin to replenish? Does it really help with cancer properties? Well, let's find out in today's video. Chlorophyll. Is it just a trend, not a hype, or does it really work? Well, I got me a little mixture here, and I've been doing this for quite some time. However, I haven't in quite some time. But I do recommend a lot of clients to take chlorophyll for high fiber, for iron deficiency, and also for skin therapy conditions. So I'm quite aware of what it does. However, over the past few days, a lot of persons have been concentrating on liquid chlorophyll. Now, there are different types of way you can actually consume chlorophyll. The liquid chlorophyll is one content weight. There's also the herbal capsule, and here, essentially alkaline, we have raw chlorophyll in a powder. Now, you can decide what you want to do and how you want to apply it, but for me, it's quite simple. 8 ounces, 12 ounces of spring water on average. As I said before, I'll use either ambient water or ice and spring water. Their choices. That's not really important. We are going to discuss today the benefits of raw chlorophyll, and also I'm going to show you how to apply it to your spring water. So stick around for a few. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so there's this new fad that's been going around about chlorophyll and what it's all about. How does it help you? Health benefits, purpose, and the use. So this morning I kind of want to break that down a little bit because we've been having a lot of calls from persons about liquid chlorophyll, and I want you to understand that chlorophyll is chlorophyll. Basically, it is the photosynthetic way of how plants use energy from the sun, or use the sunlight as a source of energy by storing it in the leaves. And most of us know that this is a Greek terminology, and basically all it does, it gives you the benefit of what the plants would have, right? Now, chlorophyll in its raw state is a whole lot better. The liquid, you have preferences or options. Some persons have vegetable capsules. Some persons have the liquid version, which is somewhat concentrated or diluted. And then you have raw chlorophyll in the powder form. I'm going to open this so you guys can see what it's all about. Right? So this is raw chlorophyll, okay? And I'm going to show you how to apply this today in your everyday lifestyle to have those benefits that you've been seeing and hearing about. Now, let me list those off first. Scientifically, a lot of things have been proven and not been proven, but we all know that chlorophyll does a lot of things, like energy level, helps with sickle cell anemia, low blood count because it's very high in iron. It helps to concentrate with balancing the pH system. It helps with energy level, which helps with purifying your skin, epidermal concerns and conditions like eczema or psoriasis. This is basically a superfood that the body requires to have on a daily basis. And just like the plants, you know, we can't take sunlight in directly, and we do with vitamin D, but the factor is the plants basically does most of the work, or even pretty much all of the work. And that's how we survive, oxygen flow and all those other good things that we need from the plants. This is one of the main reasons why it is so functional. And the fact that you will now have the superfood in your system would help to bring you a lot of health benefits. All right. So the first thing we want to do is take a baby chlorophyll. I'm going to add it to a 16-ounce water, or you can do 12 ounces. You can measure it out if you want to. It's a 1.5 cup. Basically, you use 1 drop, but a teaspoon or a tablespoon for some person's preferences. I'm actually using a teaspoon. I'm going to add that into here, and I'm going to get some spring water of choice. There are different types. Evian is a pretty good spring water. It tastes pretty good. I'm just going to pour it in here. Room temperature is normally a better option. And I'm going to stir that in. So, you could add this to your smoothies, your drinks, your teas, your shakes. And as you can see, the water gets really, really green. And that's because the chlorophyll itself, that's the concentrated color of it. You know, it's just raw leaves, powders, and herbs. So you have like spirulina, you have the dandelion, you have shank-pedra, we have the pickle pear, the stinging nettle, the plantain leaves. Those are all raw, natural chlorophyll. And once you stir it in, you just drink. All right, so let's first think about the first thing. How does it taste? How does it look? Well, it's green simply because it's chlorophyll, and we all know where chlorophyll comes from. It comes from the plants, basically the leaves, and how they process energy through sunlight is how they feed themselves. Photosynthesis, we all know that. We spoke about that, and we grew up learning about that in high school and primary school. But how does it taste? Now, you might have a different taste, but it simply tastes like a earthy concept of cucumber water, right? Which isn't that bad, because most of us actually drink cucumber water, most of us in the health industry. That is something that we actually focus on drinking for detox therapy and for rejuvenating, so helps with energy and all that good stuff. I'm going to drink the rest of this, of course, but before I do that, let's break down what this really does. So we all understand what photosynthesis is and how it works in the system, how it works in the body, what it really does in the retrospect of what it really is supposed to be doing on the health benefit spectrum. We all know what this is really good for. It's perfect for electrolytes, and I'm going to read off a few of the benefits here so you guys can understand what it really does. So from the wild greens of minerals, both micro and trace, this mineral is far bioavailable, found in supplements due to plants because it converts organic forms of energy and sunlight, you know, and it turns it into energy. Pretty much that's what it does. So vitamins like A, C, K, and high fiber, forms of amino acid, as I said before, is perfect for those kind of things. But the health benefits are the most concern here, and a lot of persons should understand this is not wheatgrass. This is not a form of wheatgrass. This is a blend of high potent leafy greens that has high content of chlorophyll like spirulina, watercress, dandelion greens, shank-pedra. It has a pickle pear, which is in Nepal. A lot of persons know what that is. Has a little red fruit on it. Stinging nettle and plantain leaf. And these particular plants, they have pretty broad leaves. You know, they're pretty big, so they take in a lot of photosynthesis, a lot of sunlight consistently. So these are like one of the main benefits and purpose of reason why we would have those blends in here. Now, you're probably used to the spirulina, most persons do, or just the wheatgrass. We wouldn't highly just tell you to just go and do that, because there's a lot of things that we hear in the internet and on the internet, in Hollywood lifestyle, what is, what isn't. I am quite certain of what this does with the skin. I am quite sure it also helps to detox the liver, which is why it helps the skin. It helps with energy level because it's very high in iron, and that is the goodness of it. It does a lot of other things, but I would tell most persons to do chlorophyll at least 2 or 3 times a week. Add it to your smoothies, add it to your shakes, add it to your, or sprinkle it over your salads if you need to. or add it to juices. You know, there are different ways to do it. I just added it to a little bit of water and I mixed it in perfectly room temperature water because it's powder. It's going to take a while to dilute. And keep in mind, this is just the raw leaves powdered into this form, so you can have access to it a little bit easier. It might be a little bit more potent because, as you know, the liquid form of it tends to be semi-diluted because, you know, you're adding it to water already. But the raw powder is a whole lot better. That's why we have the raw powder here, because I believe you get a lot more benefits from using this a little bit more faster. It will go directly into the bloodstream, so that is the benefit of it. Chlorophyll tends to do a lot of things, and if we sit around and discuss that, we might be here for a while, but the basic of it is it helps with detox, it helps with energy level flow, it helps with skin purifications, epidermal concerns, it helps with high content minerals, you know, as I say, vitamin C and K, high fiber for most persons who are trying to do a liver cleanse or a pancreatic cleanse or even a colon cleanse. This helps with that as well. So those are some of the best benefits of this particular product. Now, the idea of how the plants made this work is, to me, is genius, and we gotta give respect from Mother Nature for that, you know, because it works like the solar panels. You know, it takes the energy from the sun and processes it as food, and pretty much it helps to store that up, you know, in sugars and high starch, and we then eat that, and you know, that's how we get the benefits of it. It's live food. Live food is good food. Always remember that. You do not get any minerals from dead flesh or dead food. So try to avoid those things the best way possible. And for most of us who don't avoid those things, please do a detox. You know, most of us are in our late 20s, early 40s, and we have never done a detox. The body's breaking down. You might want to apply the spirulina, chlorophyll concept to your lifestyle, just to add it to something while you're on the go. Add it to a smoothie, I said before, a drink or a shake or just some water. Just shake it up and head out the house, and that's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. Alright, so I'm not going to go into all kind of details on that precisely. I'm quite sure most of us have an idea of what chlorophyll really is and what it does. And if you have more questions scientifically, just hit up YouTube. We have a lot of information there. I'm going to finish stirring this in. I have it in my little, essentially alkaline cup here. But I'm going to finish stir this in to get my my macro trace, and I'm going to drink this because it's Friday morning and I'm going to enjoy myself. So we have it here in stock, chlorophyll 7280. All right, so you guys could definitely drop by and give it a try. This lasts about 4 weeks into 6 weeks based on how you use it. For me, 6 weeks, because I'm just taking a little bit as I go along. Some persons a little bit longer, will last you about 2 months simply because you use it maybe once a week. So that's up to you. All right, so yours truly, Julio Savoys. Thank you for joining us here again on Essentially Alkaline Health Me, and this is just a simple briefing on chlorophyll and its benefit. All right, so until then, see you guys next time, and thanks for stopping by. Always.